coughing? New AI could tell if you have COVID 19. When someone caught the novel coronavirus, they may not show symptoms throughout the whole infection period. But it does not mean they cannot spread it to others. This is what makes it difficult to contain COVID 19 outbreaks. Some people who have the disease lack the signs, which makes them less likely to seek out testing centers. At the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, scientists developed an artificial intelligence capable of discerning coughs. The system is inspired by the possible differences between how healthy people and asymptomatic COVID 19 patients cough. It could do better in distinguishing cough patterns than the human ear. Co-author Brian Subirana said, "The effective implementation of this group diagnostic tool could diminish the spread of the pandemic if everyone uses it before going to a classroom, a factory, or a restaurant." Researchers first trained a general machine learning algorithm to classify sounds linked to various degrees of vocal cord strength. An audiobook dataset with over 1,000 hours of speech was used. Next, they trained a second algorithm to identify emotional states in speech. A large dataset with sentiment speech was applied to train the model in emotional states like calm, happy, and neutral. A third algorithm was trained on a database of coughs. The database showed the possible changes in the respiratory system that affected coughing patterns. Then, they combined all three algorithms to form the AI system and added another algorithm for muscular degradation detection. These formed the AI system that could analyze cough patterns using vocal cord strength, emotional states, and respiratory performance simultaneously. They initially tested it on audio recordings, including those from Alzheimer's patients. It successfully identified the patients, which made the factors effective biomarkers for diagnosing the disorder. In April this year, researchers began collecting audio recordings of coughs from patients, counting the ones from COVID 19 patients. They acquired more than 70,000 recordings that yielded about 200,000 single-force cough audio files. A total of 2,500 COVID-related recordings and 2,500 other recordings were selected. The 4,000 audio files were used to train the AI, while the remaining 1,000 were later fed to test the AI's performance. The obvious thing researchers found was that Alzheimer's and COVID-19 patients had similar cough patterns. The AI correctly identified 98.5% of COVID-19 patients using cough patterns. Of that, it distinguished all asymptomatic patients. Researchers are now working with a company to develop a free pre-screening app based on their AI.